Hi there, welcome to the first ever Dark Ark devlog. My name is Noel, and today we're going to be talking about what Dark Ark actually is. We are a brand new indie game studio with 6 people and 3 games in the work. Everybody within the company is working day jobs, so we're all trying to get a game completed here. And it's going to be what a lot of you who are looking to get into the game industry are very likely going to be doing if you're going to try to go at it from the very beginning. That is a good segue into our next uh, section here, which is the purpose of these devlogs. First of all, it's a brand new year right now. You might be watching this in the future, but this is the very start of 2019. And the purpose for these devlogs is going to be to keep the community updated on the game's progress, communicating with the community, getting your guys' feedback, and we will try to make these bi-weekly. I'm seeing this more realistically, more around a month, once a month, just to show some actual progress, because there's going to be times where you're not going to see much progress on the game, but that's only because it's going to take some time to get it together and put it in the game, as you will see in future videos, because we will also show videos later on. You're not going to see them right now, of course, because I haven't made them yet, but you will see the whole entire process of the game making process from start to finish, starting from the game idea and to full out production and into the actual sales and marketing of it, to where the players get to play your game. Or in this case, you guys will be playing our game. Right now, the current game we're working on is called Unlucky. It's a game jam game that I made myself, except for the last day where I had to call in for some help because I could not get the UI done in time. And I had already shown this game off at Tucson Comic Con. It's about 30% done. It has actually been really well received so far, despite the fact that it's only like slightly done. It is a 3D platformer. It's more of in the spirit of MXC. You'll be seeing all this in the gameplay that I will have at the end of this video. And the current status of the game, we are working on 4 levels at the moment. We are going to be adding more, but 4 levels just to get done, not 4 levels altogether for the finished product. We're going to be adding more. We're definitely going to be adding more art, because right now we just have the cats, some links, clouds. That's all I'm really got to work with. But it all works really well so far from what I've managed to make. And we do plan to finish this game this year, hopefully. Fingers crossed. But of course, stuff happens. The future games we got going on here are going to be Feudal Hockey and Azura. Feudal Hockey is closer to a mix of Overwatch and I want to say Rocket League, just because of the art style and the fact that the characters will have ultimates that they can unleash and try to score goals. We just have the ice rink and the scoring system done at the moment. That's as far as we've gone. It's in 3D. Azura, however, is going to be a 2D game. It's a 2D RPG in the sense that once you get into combat, it's going to switch to 3D. And that one, we just have the story, the art, and actually, to be honest, we do actually have some levels, but there's not really much in them other than current art that we have for it. And right now, our current goal is, of course, to at least Unlucky this year. That is that is my resolution for the year, is to get this game out, get these videos out, because I need to be more sociable here and just talk to you guys and find out what you guys think, because your feedback does help a lot when it comes to making games. We're going to be updating and creating new levels for the games. We're going to be finishing the story on Unlucky, and Ezra is actually, for the most part, already done in terms of story. There's just like the final chapters that are still up in the air. But for the most part, it is done. Add new 2D and 3D art to our games. We're gonna do monthly devlogs, as I mentioned before, just because bi-weekly is what we actually hope to do. And we'll even do like Let's Build dev streams or just videos, depending on what you guys want. Again, we want to know what you guys think. Here's the game. So, as you can see, it is a 3D platformer. Again, more or less the same as MXC, sort of. Whereas you just try to complete an obstacle course. and the only way to advance is to get a certain amount of years bad luck. Hence the name Unlucky, because I think the theme of the game jam was superstition, and unlucky being one of the superstitions, I just decided to go with that. And I am going to be talking. I'm going to try to talk while I play. Like, even though I do stream and like do game streams and all that stuff of me playing games, it it is not actually very easy to talk and play at the same time. I'm pretty sure those of you who've seen other streamers, they look like they don't have that much of a hard time, but once you get in front of a camera, you have a game to play, and you try to talk about stuff to keep the game interesting. Not just the game, but just everything else interesting. It is not easy. They're trying, and it is really hard. uh, so one of the things about this game that I've had the most, I guess, feedback on is probably this level, just because it does take a while for the cloud to come back. I did already come up with an idea on how to fix that. I'm going to add a second cloud, maybe stop it somewhere in the middle so that way the player does not have to wait here for this long. I might also bring it a little closer, because originally you were supposed to just walk right on it, but I think there's like a little gap. And of course, to advance, you need to get a certain number of years bad luck. In this case, 50. There we go. I actually jumped that time. I might increase the delay as to when it takes off too. Again, I don't know if that's going to slow it down or what it's actually going to do. Again, this is why playtesting is one of the important things to do when testing out games. And that would also mean I would have to put out a video basically showing all of the actual game mechanics as to why game developers do what they do. If I turn that ladder just slightly, fix that whole collision. Oh, and I should probably mention, I'm playing on controller, so this game's already set to run for consoles. So if we make enough money during the startup or anything else like that, we will definitely bring this game to consoles, of course, once it's a lot more completed and done. Like, this is supposed to be a forest level. Clearly there's no forest here yet. But we will be bringing it in. And I think this level probably best represents the whole inspiration from MXC, the Rolling Log Challenge. Because not only do you have to roll on the log, you also have to hit the mirrors and break them. Yep. And here is the Game Jam level. This is the one that was shown off and was very likely the level you were going to start out with when I released it at the Game Jam. I have updated it a bit. Like, the lava actually looks like lava, just because before it was just like a sprite texture of lava before, and I had to make multiples of it, and it was dragging down the frame rate super bad, which now it's running pretty smoothly, relatively. The cats, I know, draw a lot of power as well, just because they're models that I made, and yeah, they will pick you up and grab you and take you down. And they still need work too, because they still glitch out on the floor and everything. And I think that has to do, I think me and some of the other developers finding out where the entrance is. And we've talked about it. I think it was something to do with the friction and the ground collision affecting each other. So something I have to work on. And again, we have artists working on new art for the game. Like, these ladders are also probably going to have to be redone just because they're all individual pieces. I don't know if you could see the line there, but each one of these pieces add more objects to the world, which means longer load times, slower frame rates, and that's just going to slow down the game a lot, at least in terms of performance, because the way it is, you are going to need a slightly high-end computer just to run this. So I will be doing some optimization later. I will be showing you all how to do that. And a lot of it just has to come from my actual 3D artist because, like I said, the cat alone I think is like 60 pieces, so there's like 60 objects being thrown into the world every time these cannons fire. And I have several of them, so it's already like a lot going on. So if I could shrink the cat down into just one piece, just one model, that would help a lot. Like, these mirrors, it's fine. They're like 5 pieces. But if I could get the frame to be 1 piece, that'll be fine too. Like, I could probably show you the cat model. Like, I don't know if, for those of you who do 3D modeling, they probably already know kind of what I did. I basically just took 2 circles, stretched them out, put a cylinder in the middle. I just did that for the legs and the tail. The head is just a circle that I squished down. The ears, they're triangles that I also squished down to like super flat levels. The eyes, I kind of made them sort of emissive, and they are kind of glowy. At least I hit the emissive like little checkbox, so I'm hoping that's what it is. Flipping back over. Well, that's about it in terms of the cat model. I mean, the face took a bit just because it was a circle and the triangles were actual straight lines. I don't know if you could see it because sometimes it will clip. Come on, stand back up. Well, look at the other one. I don't have a zoom in or look in button. But yeah, like on this ear, you can definitely tell like the ear's just off from the head a little bit. And the mouth is, well, another flat triangle that I repainted. But again, everybody likes my little derp face cat, and it kind of became the inspiration as to somewhat like what the art style should be for the game. But anyway, that's that. I didn't think of an end goal, so this is what I made at the time, which at the moment is now the black cat that you have to try to get to move on. Again, everything is going to be changed for the final product. None of this is going to be final product or anything like that. A lot of this is going to be redone. The level layouts may be the same, but for sure, like a lot of the art's going to be changed up, and not all the levels are going to be flat like this. I do have some that are like vertically challenging because I have one that's like a skydiving level. I have the forest. We still have the haunted house to go through, which is going to be really cool because we'll have like platforms that'll disappear on us. So yeah, I do have plans here to release this game soon because a lot of that doesn't sound like it would be very hard. I might do a timer, put some leaderboards up, but that's all, near the end for some polish, or I don't know, maybe we'll release the game, we'll update that later, but that's normally not something we want to do because, yeah, not only that, but I'm pretty sure a lot of you have noticed a lot of games have just done the release, patch it later thing. We don't support that. We want to ship a full game here for you guys, and we want to have you guys play our games and enjoy it. And yeah, that's Unlucky here. So, and here's our main menu for now. This is the main menu we had for the game jam that I had this presented at, and Lisa, she's our artist. She did this for us. Well, for me, essentially, just because it was just me the entire game jam. I did this game all on my own up until then. She brought this game, or not this game, but this UI to the game jam for me, and I put it in, and it is awesome. I love it. She definitely likes my derp cat. That's gonna be more or less the concept art for the game, I want to say. But yeah, again, there's no time when in a game jam. You just go, you just make it. But now that the game jam's over, we're gonna be doing what we can. And for those of you who don't know what a game jam is, definitely tune in around Friday, or if you're in the future, look for the Global Game Jam video. Hopefully the internet at the place is good enough that I can actually stream it. If not, I'll just be recording it, which is fine too, but I'm going to drain a lot of my memory doing that. Thank you for watching these videos, because every little bit helps here with us. Join our Discord. The link will be in the description, as well as links for all the other stuff we're going to be doing here.